Alrighty, Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I actually started to record your reading because I was streaming it live and then it got interrupted, so I had to start again. So if any of you tuned into that, I do apologize. But welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you into my heart. My name is Adrian Nelson. I'm a psychic medium. And if it's your first time here, I would appreciate you considering subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell. This is a reading for new love for you. So this is for those of you that are looking for love, that is open to love, that would have experienced new love with a person, but also to let you know that the universe obviously picks up on your energy, and this is obviously a general reading, collective energy. So please take it as it resonates. But if you're with somebody at the moment, in the connection you are actually feeling single and you're looking towards being with someone else or someone different, then this is also your reading. Okay. I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking the video. That helps my channel to grow. I'd really appreciate that. And for those of you that are making beautiful donations, I appreciate that as well. In this reading, we are going to look at your energy. We're going to look at the person that you are dealing with. And then we're going to look at the guidance that the universe is giving you on the matter at hand, Sagittarius. So let's have a look at that for you and see what it is that we've got for you. Okay. If the reading resonates, you hear something in the reading that resonates, claim it without a doubt. Claim it for yourself. Oh, starting off very beautiful. I would say claim it for yourself. And I always encourage, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, because breathing is the essence of life. And, say to yourself, I claim this for myself. And maybe you're in a space where, maybe you're in a space where you can't just sort of like do that, maybe people think it's weird. You can always just imagine placing your hand on your heart and breathing and then claiming that for yourself. We are starting off with your energy, Sagittarius, and you've got wonders. Okay? This is an invitation for you, and for some of you may have been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of alignment work, Sagittarius, but this is reminding you of your infinite potential as a soul having a human being experience. And this energy, Sagittarius, is encouraging you to sort of become centered in a space and to connect to the beautiful crystal realm, to all the beautiful energies that is within Gaia, within planet Earth, and to understand that you're part of it, you're not separate from it, and it's part of you. So if you're in a space where, say maybe you're open towards new love, you would be with someone, or maybe you just met someone, and normally when we do, that is when those feelings that we have, they start to come up. We feel a little bit funny inside, we're not so sure, we begin tripping a little bit, our mind goes all over the place. And so the reason why, Sagittarius, you are encouraged to ground and to connect to the crystal realm is because, remember, and this is basically how Crystal Healing 101, how it really works. The human body consists mostly of water, and the brain is like basically 70% water. And then water is a highly changeable structure. It's a highly programmable structure. And for any of you that are maybe interested in that more, you can maybe Google or go on YouTube and look at something called water alchemy, which is an ancient practice, and it's so incredible. It's for basically how to align and connect and expand the inner world. But that's technically how crystal healing, long and short of it, but that's basically how crystal healing works as well. So what you're encouraged to do, Sagittarius, is open yourself to the connection of the earth. And if you are in a space right now, pertaining to life, pertaining to love, where you feel that maybe you feel you need more courage, you feel you need more strength, maybe you feel that you need a miracle, maybe you feel you need a blessing to come through, you just want to align with the energy of love, but also be very clear. If you say you're going to align with the energy of love, what energy is that? What will it do for you? How would you like it to fit into your life? How would you like your experience with this energy to be? All right. This is a space that reminds you, Sagittarius, that where you are at this particular point in time, well, technically speaking always, but it's letting you know right now that you have access to that energy where you can create a world to be exactly the way that you would like it to be, and that definitely counts for love as well. So if you want to draw love into your life, you want to open yourself to love more, you want to meet that beautiful person, you maybe want to make that connection work, you don't have to sort of try to walk all the way on your own, because Because remember, as a soul having a human being experience, you've got the entire universe that is backing you, that wants you to be successful. And love is one of those beautiful things when we experience it. It is just amazing. And love in itself, actually, because we are love, and because we are an expression of love, and because whenever we're in love and we've got that connection, especially when it's returned, it's almost like a miracle space that we're in. Things just happen for us. Long before I kind of understood how the laws of the universe and energy and those things work, the one thing that I always understood is that when I am in love and I've got that beautiful connection of love or appreciation or connection with others or peace within myself, life just happens. It's like a miracle. And this is what is available to you at this particular point in time, Sagittarius. So if you're feeling stuck in love, stuck in life, stuck in anything like that, open yourself to the energy that's available. Say to yourself, I'd like to move forward. I'd like to be successful, abundant, happy, all those things that you want to be, all those things that make your heart smile. Take some time to say, what makes my heart smile? What puts me in that good space, on that good flow, and then welcome that energy to come into your experience of life. Now, the person that you are dealing with, we've got transformation. So you're dealing with someone that is ready to have this beautiful connection of love. And if you look at this oneness, and this is why you are being encouraged to connect with that earth energy over there, Sagittarius, because the person that you are dealing with, the energy that you are dealing with, be it that the person's already there, be it that the person's coming, I feel that for a lot of you, this person might remind you of somebody else that may have passed. So there's that sort of familiar sense there that's beautiful. But this is letting you know, Sagittarius, that the person that you are dealing with is a person that is actually at the moment in that space of transformation. So for most of you, I feel that you may not have connected with this person yet, or you could be looking at someone, it's almost like they're changing right in front of your very eyes, which is actually really, really beautiful and really, really positive. So you want to match this energy of what it is that they're like they're giving out. So the person that you're dealing with, they are in this beautiful transformation, this process of metamorphosis, and they are opening like that beautiful first flower of spring on the mountaintop that is experiencing the rays of the sunlight on its petals. This is the person that you're dealing with. This is where they're unfolding, and I feel that for most of you, you may not have made that actual connection yet, or maybe nothing is sort of like official yet, but there's a sense here of you being encouraged to open yourself to the allness of what you can be, Sagittarius, because the person that you are dealing with, the connection that you are dealing with, that energy, is an energy of that allness. It's an energy of that high vibing, positive vibe, greatest good of all, understanding that that they are a source of light, an expression of light, energy of the universe. And so that is why you are encouraged to really open yourself to all the wonders and the beauty that you can be as well, because this can be a really, really beautiful connection. But this is a high vibe, and you want to meet this person at a high vibe, otherwise it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. And guidance from the universe for the two of you. So this is a beautiful connection here, because it speaks about abundance, and there's actually flowers. I only see them now. This is speaking about the possibility, the beautiful possibility, and the endless possibilities that this connection, this relationship could become, and has the potential to also become more and more and more. And this is a space, and this is maybe something that you want to focus on, Sagittarius. Forget about the other person for a moment. Okay, you're dealing with someone that they know what their description, their definition, their feel, their sort of bullet point and descriptions for abundance is. Now, abundance, like personality, it's sort of different for everyone. Okay, and remember, what you put out is what comes back to you. So you are focused at this particular time to focus on your energy. What does abundance mean to you? What do you want from a connection? What does an abundant connection mean to you specifically? Okay, and as you get the clarity about that and you call it into fruition, into being within yourself, that is when you are meeting this perfect match. And that is when you can build something really beautiful going forward. Okay, let's clarify. This is an interesting one. Some of you may have just met someone and it's so amazing and it's so beautiful. I'm going to encourage you, if you have, or or even if you want to connect with someone, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Okay? This is a space, this is more an allowing space as opposed to a creation space. So even though we're speaking about here in your energy, which we're going to look at now, even though we're speaking about, what is it that you want, what is your description, try to keep a lightness of it, and use your emotions as your internal check-in. So I would like to have this. How does it feel? Get really clear. How is it that you would like to feel? Because remember, and I think a lot of people often don't get this, when you're in a connection with someone, that person's always going to be there. They're going to be part of your life, whether they're physically there or not. It's that other person that you have to consider. And I see that you are ready for that, which is beautiful. But really when you start thinking up, because I think sometimes when we think about the perfect person that we want to be with, we get a little bit sort of like almost like overly romantic about it, but you know who you are, you know yourself, you understand yourself. So how do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning, going to bed, the moments in between, when the two of you have arguments or disagreements, how do you personally choose to fight? And I think a lot of times we don't look at that, but how do you choose to fight? How do you choose to resolve disagreements? Go about those type of things. That is the clarity that you want to have within your life. Because where you are right now, and look at how amazing that is, where you are right now, you are creating this for yourself exactly. And while this is a wonderful, beautiful thing to know, the other thing with that is, Sagittarius, when you know that you are creating exactly what you're going to be experiencing in life, you want to be very clear about what it is that you are creating. Because whatever you create, you're basically calling into manifestation at this point, and you're calling it pretty fast. So for a lot of you, you may have done a lot of inner work, you may have done a lot of alignment, so you're very sort of aligned with the universe, This is like, back in the day, maybe you sort of write the universe a letter and you have to go to the post office and put on a stamp and send it away, and it takes like 7 days to get there, and then the universe eventually writes back. This is more that space where you send the universe a text message and it texts right back, okay? Now, let's look at the guidance that you have over there. You've got the Page of Wands, you've got the Two of Wands, and you've got the World. All right. So this is a space. This is a, I always say pages are very sort of like epiphany space. It's a very sort of like explorative space, basically. Okay. And if any of you are interested in learning to read the tarot, I do actually have a detailed online tarot reading course. There's a link for it in the description, and you get lifetime access to it, so you can kind of study at your own pace. But this is a space I feel for you, Sagittarius. First of all, this is a space of new beginnings. This is a space of wanting to take that next step, feeling ready to take that next step, but maybe also feeling a little bit concerned. For some of you, you may have been on your own there for a while and kind of got sort of like used to being on your own. And now you kind of got that space of like, I might like to be with someone, but I don't really know. So there's that contemplation space here, almost in the sense of, do I want love or don't I want love? And now what I can tell you is that when we have that sort of doubt that happens, do I want it or don't I want it? What you maybe want to do in a space like this is, it's time for a little bit of a pros and cons here. So why would I want it? Why would I want to be with someone? Why would I want a connection? Why do I actually want this? What would it be like? If you had a magical wand and you could just go like, and create whatever you want to create, what would that look like for you? What would it feel like? What would the emotional experience be like for you? Because remember that the human body responds to emotions, and that's how we connect with our mind and with our brain. So how is it that you want to feel? And then also, how is it that you don't want to feel? Okay? And then look at how you can turn those, how I don't want to feel, look at it how you can maybe turn those into how it is that you want to feel. So it's like that calibration, basically. So let's say you want to say, I don't want to be with somebody that leaves the toilet seat up. There is one way of saying it, but remember, the universe takes everything very literally. So instead of saying, I don't want to be with somebody who's going to put the toilet seat up again, and obviously not on this specific reading, it's just sort of like the first thing that comes to mind. Alternatively, you can say, I would really appreciate someone that would, just just lower the solar set, that would be considerate towards the small things, that I wouldn't have to think about those small things or talk about those small things. I would appreciate being with somebody that takes the time to take the consideration to consider what would I like. So you still want them to be them, but you also want them to have your own greatest good at heart. Okay? And that is a way of looking at things. And when you're done with that, then you say, okay, so what do I want to do now? Because a lot of times in life, when we have that sort of backwards, forwards, here, there type of thing, a lot of times that comes from fear, because you might want to have love, but you don't want to have everything that comes with it, you know, the sort of unpleasant things with it. But the amazing thing with that is that this is where you currently are, this is what you say that you want to have, and this is how you'd like to experience it going forward. All those things that are coming up, those warning bells, those red bells that are coming up in your mind, is actually coming from an experience that you either had yourself in the past or that you witnessed in the past, because your mind doesn't understand the difference between the two. It just takes it up like that. And if it says to you, well, this is what happened when you had love before, and maybe you didn't have the strongest example or anything like that, your mind sort of don't want to trust love. And when it doesn't trust it, it might open it to being with someone, but it sort of opens your mind with a self-sabotage plan already set very perfectly in place. And you don't need that unnecessary heartache, okay? There is a space here with the Two of Pentacles again. Do I come? Do I go? Do I stay? There's more of a staying energy here with you, which I absolutely love. And then you also have the World. You are coming to the end, Sagittarius, of a very long cycle, of a very difficult cycle, of a very challenging cycle. Maybe it's taken you a lot to get to where you are in the world at the moment. You know, maybe with your career, with yourself, with your confidence, with your growth as a human being within, you know, yourself. You might have been at a point where it's taken you quite a while to get to where you are. This is what I can tell you for a fact from what I can see over here. And if it resonates with you, I would encourage you to really claim that for yourself. The worst is behind you. This is a space of going into shine, going into new beginnings. It's sort of like those last contracts ending. Now we're looking at the person that you are dealing with. We're looking at transformation over here. And you've got the King of Wands, you've got the Queen of Swords, and you've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is a space. First of all, the person that you are dealing with, remember we were speaking about that beautiful transformation that's taking place over there. The person that you are dealing with, this is a person that they kind of have their stuff together. They've got the emotions together. They've got the inner world together. There's a beautiful balance inside of them. They've got the inside sorted out. So when you deal with somebody that's got the inner world sorted out, then that person doesn't try to take energy from you. They don't have unnecessary fights with you or try and take things from the past out on you because they've dealt with those things. So just to let you know, you're dealing with a very emotionally mature person here, which is fantastic. This is a person that can take ownership for their stuff, which is really what you want. Okay? You don't want somebody that's going to nag around you all the time. Queen of Swords. This is also a person that realizes, and I love this, this is a person that realizes that whilst you are already the master, whilst you are born perfect, you are the masterpiece, but you're also the masterpiece becoming. This is a person that gets this. This is a person that gets that, to be in a good space, you have to put in the work, but you also have to do the maintenance. This is a person that is willing to have the difficult conversations with you, that is not going to sort of run away when you want to speak about something, and is not going to sort of say like, well, why are you always on my case about this? Can't I just be? Why can't you just accept me for who I am? This is a person that's emotionally mature, that understands that as two people, we can look at the same situation in different ways, and my point of view can be honored, and your point of view can be honored, and we can find a middle ground together, okay? Other thing there with the Hanged Man, this is a person that will give you a time to speak. And I feel this is coming through so strongly for most of you. You're dealing with a person that is not going to just assume things. They're going to have the conversation with you. They're going to give you some time. If you say, I need a timeout, I can't speak to you right now. I need some time out. I need some time just to, find some time within myself, regain my own strength, my own energy. This is a person that's going to respect you, because I feel that for many of you there's a space of, it's almost like when something's happening, maybe you need a bit of time out for yourself. This is somebody that's going to respect you, your ground rules, basically your personal ground rules for yourself, your personal needs. If you communicate this is what you need, this is somebody that will respect that. And even if they don't like it, and this is what I love so much about this energy, even if they don't like it, this is someone that will wait out the time, use the time to reflect on themselves, and when you come back to the space where you are speaking again, they will say, I would like to communicate with you the way that we dealt about that situation the last time. This is the sort of person that you want to be in a connection with, okay? Because this is someone that, first of all, they want the greatest good for themselves, so they honor themselves first and foremost. They're not looking to you for happiness, for love. They find it within themselves. And this is also somebody that wants you to thrive. And that is such an important thing. Okay? And only when you found that mature energy within yourself could you really want that for someone else, because you can't give what you don't have. All right? Universal guidance here for this connection with abundance. Okay. This may start off as a friendship. Or it may start off as just a, flash in the pan type of vibe, where it's maybe just starting off sort of more just in the physical, and maybe not even thinking that it might become anything more. We've got the Lovers in reverse, we've got the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Hermit. Didn't we have the Hangman? Okay. I would tell you that I picked up this card for you, the Five of Cups, but even when I opened it was sort of like stuck in the deck. It's like they were saying to me, not that one, not that one, not that one. Look at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords. This is a space of proactively moving forward. I feel that for some of you, whilst you may have sort of flowed a little bit, dabbed your toe into this new love and relationship sort of thing, I feel that you're more focused on your own longevity of life, your own foundation of life, okay? With the Lovers in reverse. So as I said, this might not start off as a full out beautiful connection, all of those type of things, but there with the Three of Wands, it's growing. Okay, this is a connection that doesn't put all of those pressures on you at the moment. Like, are we gonna connect here? Do you want to be with me? Am I going to be your soul partner? I don't feel that you're dealing with someone that's putting all of those things, all that pressure on you right from the very start. In actual fact, you might be dealing with somebody that actually want to match the sort of pace that you take. That actually wants to get to know you better. And this is quite an interesting one, Sagittarius, here for you, because this is a space where I feel that you're dealing with someone that want to sort of know if you are a match, not just emotionally, but also physically. Okay, and because I don't really feel that it's so important to them, but it's maybe quite important to you. All right, and somehow they're picking that up. Now let's see what we have for you from the Gaia energies. And if that resonates with you, place your hand on your heart, claim that for yourself, claim that for yourself, say I'm open to that. You may not have all the answers, you may not know how it's going to come about, but you can claim that for yourself, in a divinely beautiful way. And, if it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification so you get to know when the Twin Flame reading is coming out. Let's see. This one's calling me. Who are you? Oh, look at that, healing. Isn't that beautiful? You are healing, they are healing. Remember we were speaking about that whole transformation vibe there in the beginning? Beautiful healing. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. This is a wonderful connection. This is worth waiting for. This is worth putting in the time and the energy and the effort for. Okay. And I'm so happy to see that for you all. There is such a beautiful energy. And that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. I hope that helps. I will see you next time on the next video. Obviously, if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can send me a message. My email address is down below in the description. I'm also a regression hypnosis practitioner. I practice Reiki. I do distance Crystal Reiki. So, if you're interested in psychic development, I'm teaching a Reiki class, but it's an in-person class though, in Cape Town at my home in South Africa in October, a level 1 and a level 2. So if you're interested in level 3, you can let me know. But that's what I got for you. So from my heart, namaste, love and light.